It's really you using white women as pawns. Oh, if the white man dates white women and I date white women, I'm that much closer to being just like the white man. No. Hun.
You done clicked on the video, so I already know you with the vibes. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today's topic, black athletes dating white women.
And I'm more than convinced that that is a big reason why we see so many black athletes date white women too, or date outside their race. You know, there's a dynamic with, these white athletic teams because white men own those teams. They try to mask it as preference. Oh, I just prefer to date outside my race. But it's not really you preferring them. It's really you using, I'm going to use white women as an example. It's really you using white women as pawns. Oh, if the white man dates white women and I date white women, I'm that much closer to being just like the white man. No. Hun.
All right, I have to disagree to an extent. I disagree with the black man choosing a white woman to be more like the white man. Yeah, that's not adding up to me. But using her as a pawn in a positive way, not in a negative way, if she's coming to the table of being a helpmate instead of a headache, oh yeah, I think he gonna choose that pawn all day.
So you being an athlete that made millions and millions of dollars, why do most athletes choose white women?
Because 50% of white women in college. There's a higher rate of white women in college than black women. So it's like if you're a professional, if you're a college player, you're gonna majority be in the class with what type of women?
White women.
You gotta really break that down and think about what he's saying in this situation. Most of your big time football schools are gonna be PWI, but also, there's still black women who go to these colleges, but.
Exactly, those are women going to the school, actually going to class, so you're gonna be subjective.
Actually going to class.
To talking to the people who are at the school is white women, so it's like, unless you got a girl from high school who most of the black girls from high school don't go to college. So if you're an athlete, you're gonna run into a white woman because the percentage, you could Google the percentage of white women in college.
Yeah. Especially at
all the big schools.
Big schools.
Yeah.
Exactly. Way more white women.
The majority of white women in college, so it's like those the girls you're gonna be with, or you spending your time and seeing.
So it's not like a sellout thing. A lot of people are upset when they see that. They think like the black men are selling out, but it's not that.
I feel like you're just, that's what they're around. You're gonna adapt to your environment, so.
Fact. What do y'all think about this? Comment below if you agree with Antonio on this stance or if you feel like this is really just a stretch.
That's a valid point. So, I went to FAMU, and if you know about Tallahassee, FAMU is 5 minutes away from what? Florida State. And, of course, days where we'll go out there to Florida State and roam around their campus. White women flock different than black women. And with that being said, I can only imagine if they know you an athlete and you projected to go somewhere in life, oh yeah, they biting.
A lot of these athletes, they just decide to date white women.
Cause when you get that rich, the white woman don't focus on you. Yeah, she go get all the money affairs and all to make sure the businesses run smooth, go get the charity, and the black woman be squabbling with you about your white woman go open charities up, start doing book clubs and read, making sure she picked the accountant and financial advisor, and the black one about they call it. Who is that? The black woman, homie, she'll trip anywhere. He'll start not wanting to do business with you. Because your woman will catch attitude in front of his woman and wife, and everybody about business be looking at your woman crazy because she in her feelings. Everybody else trying to have a good time, they go get in their feelings. Everybody else trying to conduct business, handle business, be so. That's why you see all the white bra, unless they've been with the woman like Snoop Dogg, Denzel, that's why.
Yeah, man, the upbringing, I feel like it's different. Our black woman is not raised in a mentality of giving to receive. Like how you say, a white woman gonna make sure the accounting in place. They gonna start a charity, joining book clubs. They doing the extra to make sure that this man benefits, knowing that they're gonna reap the reward. A black woman, majority of the time, sad to say, they just looking for the handout.
Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only 1. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division 1 Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about, why aren't we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Kava bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends were telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done, on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one, but if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails, they don't even care about the nails, really, and if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in, and I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flat irons it. She wants to be special. Jesus Christ, you're saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said, the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said, God damn. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm going to do. But this is what they told me. So stop being surprised.
Man, listen, white women just got a different playbook. And I would love for our black women just open up that playbook and take a couple plays out of it. Cause I'm rooting for y'all, like, hands down, y'all not finna just trash these black women out here like that. But let me say this as well. While attending college, I knew this one woman, and she was dating this football player that attended the University of Miami. And we knew he was going to the league. But we would question her like, well, dang, how is it that you handling this long distance relationship? You don't think that he messing around? And we also questioning her like, you not messing around either? But when I tell you this lady was solid to the T, it's nothing but respect for her. Like, we just knew she was one of them ones. We'll even question her, well, dang, when the last time you spoke to this man? She'll be like, oh, probably like 2 days ago. Listen, she had the playbook, y'all. When I tell you she got married and everything, living a beautiful life.
You think a man should ever tell a female how to dress?
What I've seen here tonight? Hell yeah. Hell no! Hell no! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Why you say that?
Because would you wear that shit to church?
I do. I go to church in my living room. God damn it, I wear what I want.
But in a brick and mortar? Hell no! Hell no! So yeah, you do tell a woman what she need to be wearing when she leave the house. Just saying. Just saying. I just saying.
What?
Ain't no man telling me what to put on, and I'm married.
All right, let's do this, y'all. Close your eyes, right? And imagine listening to this video. Out of the 3 women that you heard speaking, which one you choosing?
If we see a lit white person,
right,
with a black woman,
right,
no one's like, sell out. They might just be like, damn, he open-minded.
And get how we look at it.
Yeah.
But it got sauce. We kind of like respect it.
No, we fuck with him more.
We like, hey, I got sauce. Like, what you doing with that, boy?
Yeah, like Robert De Niro when we saw Kelsey with the black joint. I was like, I fuck with Kelsey more.
But that's not the comparison to make. The comparison to make is a black man with a white woman.
Facts.
Yeah.
When you see a black man with a white woman, we like, nigga, you know what they used to do back in the day, man?
Fact.
So it's like, it's so much trauma that triggers us.
Yeah.
So it don't really be like, we don't see the trauma when a white man with a black woman. We just be like, oh, that's always been sauce. Now when this black man with this white woman, we like, Man, I know that nigga over there is not.
Yeah.
She got that boy sold up.
You don't have to put up with this, Jamal.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Like we
All that
know, like, oh
bullshit.
yeah, it's rap. Like it's a rap, and he's like, "You're right, honey." You're
right.
like, "Look at you."
I'm just gonna hang over here with you guys.
Right.
Now.
So
Fuck
it's
this.
like that's how we look at it because we know that black woman is not about that.
Yeah.
She gonna
Nah, that's
hold him
real shit,
accountable. Hey, yeah, we want to keep it in our community just like y'all want to keep it in y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So when he get all that money, hey, yeah, we want to keep that shit. And now it look like you're returning the fortune.
I agree with that statement. We want to keep it in the community. No racism, but damn, I can't say no racism, but then I'm insinuating racist. But I don't know how to say that in any other way. But yeah, man, listen, we want to keep it in the community, but straight up, nothing against the other communities, but we want to keep it in the community.
Date black women.
I date all women, but when I date a black woman versus dating a white woman, I do business. White women understand business relationships easier than black people do. White women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved.
So black women listening to this, they probably like, okay, conducting business, I can do that. Oh, teamwork, I can do that. But soon as he said another woman involved, oh yeah, he probably lost 99.7% of the community.
White women go to college to find a man. Black women go to college to prove they don't need one. Your mothers, our mothers failed you because your mothers are actively your competition. This is why you see women who are in their 20s partying with their daughters in their 30s and 40s. I'm sorry, on Instagram you can have this woman and this woman. You got mother-daughter competing because if your mama ain't married, she's still dating. And if you are 25 and your mother is 41, y'all are likely looking at the same kind of men. Women have not raised their daughters. Why do we have so many women over 40 still talking about, I'm 40 and I look good, 50 and fly? Your ass should be sitting the fuck down somewhere. You should be somebody's grandma baking cookies. But instead you got the short haircut out here talking about you a diva. You can look around and it's like, oh, I'm good, I'm a diva and I'm this and that.
Black women go to college to prove they don't need a man. And white women go to college to find a man. That says a lot within itself right there. But I'm rooting for my black woman. Like I said, y'all just take a couple plays out of their playbook. It don't have to be the whole playbook, just a couple plays, a couple audibles, and a couple options. And I think y'all will be all right.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, y'all was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But you better think twice. That's my only advice. Who do you think you are? Ha ha ha, bless your soul.
Who do you think you are? Ha ha ha, bless your soul. Hey man, she fire. But listen, if you made it this far in the videos and you're not subscribed, why not hit that subscribe button, man? And for those who are subscribed, I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support. Y'all continue to comment, like, share, the notification bell, all that good stuff. And until next time, I holla.